In this episode, I'm taking you to a humble eatery that, though tucked in a corner of North Kerala, is a huge hit amongst locals for its meaty delicacies that are cooked over a wood fire.
Fry dry. So that's a pork fry, and if you want pork fry dry, this is where they do it in small lots. There's also some kappa happening here, and everything here is on wood fire. Whether it's that pork chili, whether it's that kappa or that pork fry. Hi folks, welcome to another episode from God's own country in Wayanad. In this episode, we're going to be visiting an interesting place. It's called Raviyettan Kada, and what they specialize in is pork. So they do only 3 or 4 dishes, and all of them involve pork in some form or the other. So if you love your pork, definitely stay tuned to the end of this episode. We visited them just the other day, and I can't wait to share this find with you. Well, here we are at Raviyettan's Kada in Kolagapara. This is between Bateri and Kalpeta. Namaskaram. How are you?
I walked in to find the owner Raviyettan emerging from the kitchen.
When we visited last, it was in the night and it was almost closing time. So therefore we came again.
Raviyettan is a man of few words, and he immediately invited me to watch the food being cooked.
This is a pork fry, huh?
The amount of pork they cook each day is staggering.
150 kilos. Wonderful. So he makes about 150 kilos of meat every day. I didn't notice that there was actually some pork chili hidden beneath the bubbling surface of that coconut oil, getting fried. Fry dry. So that's a pork fry, and if you want pork fry dry, this is where they do it in small lots. There's also some kappa happening here, and everything here is on wood fire. Whether it's that pork chili, whether it's that kappa or that pork fry. My eyes are tearing up. What about you? They spend hours here. My eyes are tearing up just spending 5-10 minutes here. It's not easy. There's a lot of soot that's flying all over this place. As you can see, this place is dark and it must not be easy for them to cook. Idu wood taste is good, huh? Gas? No. So he says with gas it doesn't taste. Oh, I like the manner in which the curry leaves have now joined the pork chili in that bath of coconut oil.
This is a family enterprise. Raviyettan is assisted by his brother Sureshettan. For lunch, they also serve a fish fry. It was the avoli or pomfret today, but it's the pork dishes that are the most popular here. Ribs, barbecue, chili, et al. For staples, there's rice, kappa, appam and parota. At the heart of the preparations here is a spice mix made by Raviyettan, the sole custodian to its recipe.
So, all pork preparation is masala, main, important, mukyam. Oh, I can smell some jirigam, jirigam, coriander, sombu, fennel, sof, patta irka, elaka, patta, grambu. Star anise. So this is what they make. This is a secret masala. Who makes masala? You or Suresh Ettan? Who make? Yeah. Who making Suresh Ettan? You making? Raviyettan making? So Raviyettan, how many years now here? How many years restaurant? How? Every varsha? 12 years. Wonderful. So they've been running this for the last 12 years on the back of this masala. And the last time when I spoke to him, I also had some friends who were Malayali, so it was easier to communicate. But he wanted to do something different. There was no pork restaurant anywhere in the area. So he decided to do a pork eatery. And like they say, the rest is history. Today, Raviyettan's Kada is a landmark in this area of Kolagapara. So if you want to eat pork, you have to come to Raviyettan here in Wayanad. Very nice.
Raviyettan's home and restaurant are in the same compound, and he wanted to show me the kudampulli, the saring ingredient, drying in his front yard.
Oh, so he grows the kodampulli himself, and they pluck it, they sun dry it, And when it's ready, that's what gets used in the pork curry and also in the pork fry. So this is a ripe. After it is sun-dried for about 5 or 7 days, it turns dark like that. Emerging from the hot wood-fired kitchen, this suddenly feels a lot airy, a lot breezy. Mrs. So it's a family that runs this together. So Mrs. Lima Raviyettan is here at the cash counter. So the menu is fairly simple. You've got about 4 or 5 pork dishes. A solitary chicken for somebody who doesn't eat pork. And then you also have a fish of the day. Today is the avoli. And then of course you have with that the appam, the parota, the puttu, the omelette. And wherever you go in Kerala, you will always find some hot lime tea or kattan chaya after your meal. Some chuda neer. And out here, there's also some jeerakam, the cumin that's infused into the water. Oh, fish curry. Oh, even before you sit here, there is some fish curry. Okay, so you basically order your rice or your kappa or your parota or your appam and you order for your sides. The gravies are served on the house. They're already there on the table waiting for you. This is the more curry. This even I liked very much the other day.
Sambar.
Oh, there is some sambar as well. What do we have in the sambar today? I can spot some carrots. What must have been some drumsticks and of course potatoes. And that is the pork gravy. I love the manner in which that pork fat is floating in a red pool atop the gravy. That's a nice thing about places like these. There's a certain honesty that is a part of their ethos, their service and what they serve you. Well, we have all the dishes here from Raviyettan's kitchen. We have the pork fry, we have the pork ribs, the pork chili, and then we have the pork barbecue. This is grilled over wood. And then you get your rice plate. So you have the matta rice, you have the papadam, you have some pair, which is the horse gram. And then you have the manga achar and the chamandi. In case we have too much of the pork, there is also some fish to give us company. Hi. I want to get some of that pork, and on top they've sprinkled some chaat masala. I'm definitely tasting the smoky flavor from this being grilled on the maram. I'm also tasting a tad touch of sourness. Perhaps there is some vinegar that goes into the marinade, and this pork is quite lean. It's a sort that would go rather well also in a sandwich. The curries are not the hottest because they keep the chembus on the table. So it obviously tends to cool down. But certainly the sort that's quite tasty. I felt that barbecue by itself was a tad dry. And therefore I said it needs the moistness of some rasa. And that's where that sambar comes in quite handy. With a bit of the lime. The lime certainly makes a difference. Some of the pair. Very nice, very gentle. The coconut, the seasoning. This is a yam. Also some yam that's gone into this pyre. Quite tasty. Some onions as well. I think next let's taste that pork curry. This pork curry I absolutely loved the last time I was here. That curry is still warm. That is so good. Spicy with the heat that comes from red chilies. And then once you get past that, I'm now tasting some of the flavors of the aromats that go into that garam masala. When we came here the last time around for dinner, this pork curry had cooked and reduced. And therefore the flavors were also perhaps a tad more potent. Let's go for some of that pork chili. Bit of a tug. The pork is crispy on the outside, and on the inside, it's quite moist. There's a flavor of the red chilies that I'm tasting in that. And now perhaps for some of that pork fry. This one is moister. Definitely a lot more juices trapped in that. Along with that special blend of masala. That meat is soft. Also a bit of that smoky flavor that comes from being cooked over the wood fire. So they basically cook a large batch first, and then if customers want it fried dry, they take some of that and put that in a smaller vessel and then cook it again. Very nice. The masalas are nuanced, are layered. There's a lot of balance in that masala that I'm tasting. Also, it is a bit of the fat along with the meat. Super. A1. That gravy. So good. When you go for a piece which also has a bit of fat, that's quite soft, quite moist inside. You can see a sliver of the fat in that golden yellow. It's almost like eating popcorn, and then you have crispened bits of the onions as well. That's like a Niroli bhaji. Very sweet in its flavors. I think next let's make tracks to some of that ribs. That's a big piece, and the sort that requires a bit of effort to pry from the bone. As you can see, there's the fat and also the meat. First you're tasting the full-on flavor of the fat, and that fat snaps on the bite. Then you're tasting the meat, and then second layer of the fat that's just below the meat. The meat on the barbecue is not the sort that slides off the bone, and certainly warrants a bit of a chew. If you like your meat juicy, then I guess the pork fry has to be the dish for you. If you like it crispy, well then that pork chili. But if you like it dry with a gentle sort of warm spicing, then it's the barbecue. I just want to get a bit more of that pork curry, just a little bit. You want to mix it, otherwise you'll end up getting more of the pork fat. That is superb. That pork curry is so deep in its flavors. It's cooked over a period of time with the pork meat, the fat, and also the bones. And of course, Raviyettan's secret spice blend. Next, perhaps just a taste of the avoli, the white pomfret. You guys again? Am I following you or are you following me? How are you, buddy? Namaskaram.
So this was unexpected.
Unexpected. Wherever you find good food, you should expect to find me. We just met him yesterday at Jalaja Bakery, Kalpeta. And we're meeting him here today at Raviyettan's. So I think wherever there's good food, food lovers always converge. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So have you been here before?
No, this is the first time.
First time?
Yeah.
Great place.
Which one do you suggest?
My favorites? The pork fry, the pork chili. This, if you like things a little drier, the pork barbecue.
Okay.
And then the pork curry they give you free.
Oh, okay.
It's great. It's a modest establishment, but draws in a multitude of people. The students, the bachelors, families. So it tells you it's an establishment that's remarkably popular with the locals. In my conversation with you about the clientele of Raviyettan, I forgot describing the fish. What I like in this fish is that masala. It's got a nice thick crust on it. They fry the fish in a batch and they keep it aside, and then as customers come, they refry the fish on the pan. So therefore on the outside it's quite nice and crunchy, but on the inside it does tend to get a bit dense in its texture. Nothing that keeps you from enjoying it, but it's clearly about the pork here. Be it that pork curry, the pork barbecue, the pork chili, the pork fry, or that pork ribs. On that note, I'm going to go to another dish, another curry that I discovered here the other day. And this is the moru curry. This is made with the yogurt. I think there's a bit of the heat that comes from some green chili. Lots of mustard seeds that go into it. That also makes it very nutty and slightly bitter. But then it's the sourness of the yogurt. So once you're done with your fill of the meats and also of that pork saru, the more curry is a great way to end things. So good, so good. Just a bit of the pickle, some garlic there. What a great find this has turned out to be. The sort of happy vibe that makes for a delightful lunch. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed this gourmet on the road outing in Kolagapara and Wayanad. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong, and happy eating.
800 rupees.
Thank you very much, Raviyettan. Thank you. Well, to be honest, I just kind of put a rough figure on it, but because Raviyettan here refuses to tell me what is the correct amount, but it's right here on the menu. So for instance, all the dishes that we tasted, the pork fry half, the pork chili half, the pork barbecue half, the meals are at 60 rupees. The lime tea that I tasted at the end is 15 rupees. So I think all in all, maybe about 600, 700 rupees. Honest value for money pricing. If you were to just come solo, you'd probably spend about 150, 200 rupees. That's a sort of inexpensive place. Raviyettan's is, but great food.
If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page, and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As, and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. Happy eating!